Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am Joe Panther the third, and oh man, Ringside crew, you are in for a treat. I have not one, but two guests in one episode. Woot hoot! I kind of messed that one up, but either way, I'm so glad to have you both on. I some reason saw like this green portal with like candles lit, and I said, "I'm a cat." So I'm like, "Who's shiny?" Like I decided it opened to let me in. So both of you, welcome to Dudes at Ringside. If my internationally known audience is not familiar with either of you guys, and why would they not be? Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm the Spiral Lucas da Silva. I am the second Spiral after my cousin Spiral BKMY. Uh, and then this is Athena Arrow. This is my fiance, soon to be wife. And I've been in the business 2.5, 3 years. She just kind of got into the business. And right now we're both working in the Northeast Georgia scene right now.
Oh wow. So when it comes to being in the business, and you said that you had a family member that was in the business.
Yeah,
Does it?
Spiral BKMY. You will most be familiar with him. He's the guy that did the Moonsault Styles Clash at CZW to Mike Seidel. That really famous clip.
Oh yeah.
That's my cousin.
What does
So
it feel like to have like a family member that was in the indies and then you came into it? Was it something that he put inside you that you should join
so
the family thing?
so that's kind of interesting. I was always a wrestling fan. I was an amateur wrestler from when I was 4, and he ended up actually having an accident.
Hmm.
I want to say when I was in 6th or 7th grade, he broke his neck, and it's kind of weird because he was a part of my fandom for wrestling, obviously, especially once I had learned more about what he was doing and the fact he was in WWE's developmentals because he did a stint in OVW. He tagged with like JTG for a little bit. He was in the developmental scene in the early 2000s. So it's weird because I actually have learned more about him after he passed away when I was in high school, but I've learned more about him after the fact after getting in the business. So
Wow.
it's kind of interesting.
So now to your partner, your
Yeah.
friend, your fiance. If my fans are not familiar with you, even though you're just starting out your
This is
journey
new.
here in wrestling,
Yeah.
introduce yourself. So my fans from the UK and my friends from my fans from anywhere and all over the globe that watch this awesome YouTube channel, introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I am Athena Arrow, and I just very, very recently got into the business. We've obviously been talking about it for a long time, but I've had a couple of back procedures and some nerve pain problems that have kind of kept me away from it, and I've been craving to get back to some form of combat in any shape. It's been a long road, but I think we finally, when my doctors found a good combo that works for me and a training cycle that works for me. So I'm in it for as long as my body keeps up.
Yeah.
Okay. So who trained you both?
I'm trained by the Platinum Championship Wrestling Group out of Conyers. That's not just as in Brian Blaze, Bill the Butcher, guys that I came up with. We're talking some of the guys that are in Georgia today, making all types of noise. Hakeem Young, DJ Smoke, J Alpha Miller. These guys. These were my training partners. These were my training scenarios. Her training's a bit more interesting because of the way she even kind of got broke into the business. But right now, her trainers are Crystal Rose and Azrael out of the Pit in Easton Ollie, Georgia.
Oh wow.
And right now I'm kind of continuing my training in Royston with the group here: Stevie Ray Frost, Scott Mason, Hunter James, and that crew. So we both have very high level trainers that have made noise not only in Georgia but in the business as a whole. So we're both in a really good spot, I think.
For sure.
Oh wow. So I guess you would say your fiance would say Arrow, they say you said you have a more interesting story about your training. So you want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
so
Yep.
I
Sorry
This is
about
you. This is
we
you.
went into a training session on a Tuesday night, and I was just messing around with him in the ring, and Booker Man said, "Do you want a match?" And my style has always kind of been, if you don't jump into the fire, you're not going to do it. I suffer with a lot of social anxiety, so if I don't just jump into it, it's going to be rough. But if I just do it, I know I'll be fine and something will come out of it.
And it was funny the way it had worked out because, like you had said, we had kind of talked about this on and off for 2 years, her getting in the business. I almost feel like it was almost bound to happen.
Yeah.
And it just kind of worked out where we were at training, and the guy who books Nerd U Championship Wrestling, which is the show that she won her championship at, the guy that books it was there, and they were looking for a match for Crystal, who now she's getting trained by, and it just worked out where her and Crystal have a good relationship. I have a good relationship with her and Izzy, and the Booker and I have a good relationship. Shout out Bobby Popham, Matt Westlake, Jared Dobson, aka Marcus Adams. He'll pop for that, but it worked out where it it filled a need, but we could also do some cool storyline stuff. So being on the other end of that was interesting. So it just worked out really funny how it all just kind of in one day went boom boom boom. All of a sudden she's wrestling the Saturday. So we had to get her in the ring as much as possible so that her and Crystal could get stuff figured out, and it worked out well.
At least some promotions are like, no, we're gonna let her go in the ring the day of the show. Like, I know some wrestling promotions like, oh, she wants to wrestle. Nah, let's let her just scramble around and she'll get in a match when she gets into a match. Like for you, just getting into it now, do you ever try to look at some of the other indie wrestlers that came before you and try to learn for what they've done? But I know you said you have a certain style. Do you do different training than everybody else then?
It's not as much her training's different. It's just with her back, we have to be careful about. The training I went through was very much a hey, you hit your bump card early, and you're gonna fill your bump card up, and you're gonna kind of get broken into the system of the business. Whereas with her, because of her body, we've kind of had to
baby me.
I don't even want to say baby you. It's more just physically bumping her exorbitant amounts of times in training.
It doesn't make sense.
It's just going to hurt her, and it's going to push her getting into the ring back. So Crystal and Izzy have done a really good job about tailoring the training to keeping her body in the right place, as well as still making sure that she's getting the education in the actual art form that she needs.
Yeah, and it's funny as being a podcaster, people are like, "Oh, Joe's just a podcaster. He doesn't have a bump card." No, I took a Sister Abigail. I actually have a bump in my card. Yay! And it was a funny. It's on Instagram somewhere. I don't know if Joe Panther or the dude's page. I posted on Instagram, and I thought I was safe by putting this the Bray Wyatt song. I'm an idiot. YouTube went down.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Down.
That happening.
Man, Bray Wyatt, it just made me think about that WWE haunted house at Universal.
I missed out. I was such the guy that hit me with the Sister Abigail, he was trained by Bray Wyatt.
Oh, nice.
Yes, Lucius Crow. He was trained by Bray.
Oh, okay.
And I love Bray Wyatt. Oh my god. Bray Wyatt was so as I do all the time, let's go back in both of your you're Arrow, you're new. So it comes to being a fan too. Just back in the day for you, when you first saw wrestling, who were some of the wrestlers that really gave you that spark that you're like, I want to do this?
I'll let you go first because I kind of got to mull some things over.
So it's interesting for me. I always go to my first three. It's there are three pay-per-views I remember that I can go back to my house in New York and can visualize watching. First one is Genesis, Joe and Angle, and
Mm.
seeing a guy in an amateur wrestling singlet that I would wear go out and perform. Angle and Joe. Obviously, on that card, you had Christian and AJ. That was a great card. Seeing that gave me a lot of, oh, okay, that's really cool. I want to do that. SummerSlam, I can't remember if it's '05 or '06. Chavo and Ray, the I Quit match. Because
Mm.
I can visually remember Ray hanging from the trust, Chavo hitting him with the chair, and me running up the stairs crying when Ray quit. Like I can
Wait, did
remember
he hit his
that.
knee? Wasn't he hitting Ray's knee?
Yeah, it was his knee because Ray's knee, per usual, was fucked and needed surgery.
Yeah.
Even per the 18th month cycle that Ray was on in the early
Oh yeah.
2000s, right? So
It was
there's
always
that.
every other week. Rey
Yeah,
Mysterio has he taken out of the storyline because he did his typical Rey Mysterio and did kind of dumb jump and then Bing
yeah.
Bong injured.
And then Unforgiven, I think it's '07 Cena Edge, the TLC match. Those three matches for me are I can visually remember watching those in my living room and saying, I want to be a pro wrestler. Those were the ones for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so my first interaction with wrestling was back when I was doing MMA and jiu-jitsu super frequently. Like that was my life for a decade. And I saw pro wrestling on and it just happened to be on my TV and I'm like, what is this?
That meme. Who are you?
Yeah, I was like, but it seemed like this match went on for 45 minutes. I was like, is it ever gonna end?
Oh
Why are they
god.
still fighting? Because I'm by no means a cardio queen. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. But one of the first matches that really got me into it is, I guess, relatively recent, but the women's war games. I
Ooh.
really, really enjoy it. I love hard hitting, flippy stuff, and Io Sky, I could watch all day.
Okay. That's awesome. Um, either of you guys, what are some of your I know you said because you're back, your workout regimen has to be a certain way. So how many times a day do you guys actually train within the ring work or the gym?
So
I mean,
I just got back into the gym after a month off
Okay.
because of dealing with the stuff. Um, but they just put me on some medication and it seems to be a good combo. And now I've kind of gone back to some lighter stuff. I was a power lifter right before venturing into this, but I herniated my L5S1 in October?
I guess, yeah, something.
And then I competed on it twice without knowing, so that just made it even worse. And then January, I finally got an MRI and figured out I had the herniated disc, and then they gave me an epidural, and that's been the road to recovery since.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
with
god.
me, it's basically daily, either in the gym or in the ring or both when I can. The good thing is, we live basically a stone's throw from the Royston Dome.
And the gym.
Oh wow.
So whenever those doors are open and the ring is open, I'm usually there. So it works out well where we could get some good training in.
Mm. Do you guys have any dream matches for anybody that you would like to get
So,
in the ring with you?
there's a few that are realistic, and then I also have a few pipe dream matches for sure that I want before I'm done. Realistically, I keep screaming his name from the mountaintop, and at some point he's gonna get mad enough that he's just gonna punch me in the face. I want a match with Joe Black. It's that simple. For those not familiar, Joe Black, in my opinion, is one of, if not the best pound for pound guy in the state of Georgia. How he's never been a national TV guy, it beats me. If you're not familiar with him, go look him up. His nickname's the Killerweight. He's a badass, and
Kelly, okay.
yep. If you've never watched him, he's like that. He's him.
Yes.
I want that work. When I say my dream matches, you will immediately be able to get you'll be able to get my flavor of ice cream, so to speak. I want Killer Cross. I want Samoa Joe. I
Mm.
don't care. I want a match with Hook desperately. Uh, Weird one. I want a match with Shun Skywalker. If people know him, he just debuted in New Japan, but he's been a Dragon Gate guy. Uh, Hell, I'd like a match with Tomohiro Ishii. That'd be cool too. I mean, get a match with Stone Pitbull. Uh,
Mm.
I'm a big Graps guy. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Southeast Asia. I want to go work over there. That's what I want to do. I'm a hey. Let's really work this. Like let's see if we get the fans to believe we're actually wrestling here, guys.
Yeah, I don't
You,
really know how I answer mine because I'm just so new, but I know I eventually want to work Alexandra Quinn. I think she's phenomenal.
She's a girl in the Southeast. Same type of deal. She's a badass.
Yeah.
like I live in Pennsylvania on the East Coast. Are there any thoughts of you guys doing like a tour, like coming east?
I
I
mean,
know
I'd love to come up. I mean, I have a whole bunch of family up in New York,
you
New
live in New
Jersey, and
York. You
PA.
know that'd be like if you came to like a Victory Pro Wrestling or an NYWC. Your family probably would sell the whole arena out. It'd be a family reunion at a show.
Shout out in Staten Island Warriors of Wrestling. I did some
Love them.
training and work
Oh,
with them when I was. I hope and maybe this will get to one of the next time I come up north. I'd love to work a show. I've been to a few of their
love them.
trainings. I've got to work out with some of their guys. Really cool group.
I've worked with quite a few of the wrestlers. Some of them don't even exist in there anymore. But
Yeah.
Tony, he used to be there for a while. Loved Tony. He was one of my peeps. But they had two of their female wrestlers. Actually, it's funny. Dudes at Ringside's like almost like a holder spot for the belt. Like I had her name's Susie. I had Susie, and then
Susie, I trained with her. She was there
Told
when.
me about
Yeah, I
her.
remember her. She's been doing well. I've been seeing her on a couple of her Instagram posts.
She's adorable.
She looks like
Susie
she's been kind of getting after it. Yeah.
Susie sent me her bracelet.
Shout out to her. Nah, she's cool. She's good people.
She's a good people. She's a sweet girl. I mean, super sweet. And it's fun. It's not like I'm distant. I love Susie. She sent me her. She's gonna send me a message at the end of the podcast. Send my bracelet back. You're mean. No, shout out to Susie. She's a good people. She sent me some swag. I have it on my microphone, and I got one today from Australia. So it's on.
Nice.
Too. Susie and the girl 80 from Australia. Remember, jewelry. My mom's like, "Where'd you get that from?" I'm like, "A wrestler." She sent you stones. Did you put it on your crystal? No. She's like, "Ah." I'm like, "What?" That
Sounds
lady
like
won't
me.
poison
Yeah,
you.
that sounds like you.
Me and my plethora of crystals.
Yes, I saw the video and I was immediately went to think because my mom she does candles, she has crystals, she does like happy spells and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Do you? I say this with the whole because I wear the crystals. See, I have a crystal, birthstone, diamond,
April.
April. Yes, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. I had a female
Taurus.
friend that would sound like a Valley girl, so she was like Taurus. Like my name got erased off my birth certificate forever. It was never Joe anymore. It was Taurus, Taurus. I had a female wrestler I interviewed that did tarot cards, and she saw that I had three energy spirits that always followed me around.
Hmm.
It was two males and a female. And I'm like, how long have you been here and why am I
You start getting paranoid. You're like, why are you here?
why? But that with your crystals and your candles and everything, do you have like your own like space to do like most people have like in the living room or like in a corner
I used to, but we're in such a small space now. Like, I'll just kind of shift some stuff around and kind of make it its own little altar.
Yeah.
God, I hope some of my family doesn't see
I was about to say, yeah, go work on that altar. Good work there, bub. And that's great.
I'm not my sister and my mom are more the one with the candles and the lights. I have my own modified one, and I kind of I take I should New York Knicks. I should be getting a ring on ring night because I kind of helped you come back from that. You're losing that game, and I kind of like I sent my crows, my birds, my thought laid birds to the stadium, and they cawed separate directions, and you came back. So I need a ring. Like Joe Panther wants a ring. Damn it, I want a ring. Um, that I love hearing about people having like where do you both get your characters from? Is it something that you felt in your heart, or is it something that your coach saw? They gave you the idea and you just ran with it.
You kind of told yours already with, well, you told your name, but not really your
I mean,
character.
mine's just me. In terms of I'm a short, stocky shooter from Brooklyn. I kind of take a lot of my character from guys like Taz, Brian Pillman, Eddie Kingston, those kinds of short fused, loose cannon, but more on the side of an elite grappler. One of my favorite guys, especially I've been doing a lot of tape review right now, is Doctor Death, and especially his run with the Varsity Club.
Mm.
And I guess like look wise, I kind of take a lot from Rhea. I would say I love the dark look, and it's something totally different from obviously this. Um,
And in the
and
scene,
then
there's not a lot of girls doing it right now
yeah,
in our area.
no. So I'll be cool if I can live up to be a Georgia Rhea.
Yeah, it works.
Oh yeah.
But the name comes from I love Greek mythology, and Arrow is just kind of a shout out to the fact I was a world champion archer.
Oh wow.
It's a kind of a random mix of things I've done through my life, but I like to think I can do whatever I set my mind to, and I'd really like to get good at this.
I really like hearing that because like a lot of people's characters don't really go to what they're known for. There's like as you said, you want to be like the Georgia version of like Rhea. Like I don't know if you notice a lot of characters now, they're either zombies or like punk rockers and like with the dark goth. Have you
Hmm.
noticed that lately? Everybody,
Yeah.
it's like they're going all the dark. It's like the fad with like the women are now goth mommies.
Oh,
Everybody wants to be a goth, and I'm like, for a while everybody wanted to be the bad guy, the big mean guy with the big mustache, or like a big long. Everybody wants to be the tough guy until the tough guy has to take a chair shot. Like,
oh,
oh yeah. Has there ever been any bumps you've done in either of you? I know with your back, probably haven't really. With any of the bumps in your matches that you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do this.
Hmm. I've had a couple. I've had a few.
how about when you and Jerry went through the door?
That
What?
wasn't that. That wasn't that bad for me. I was doing it. He's the
I
one
feel
that.
like you hurt your ribs.
I mean, maybe. I'm trying to think. What is the worst bump I've took?
Not gonna bring that one.
I don't trust you.
No, we'll leave this one out.
Oh no. Oh no. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're an asshole. I'll bring. It's fine. Went to do avalanche angle slam. Brother, I love the guy I was working, love him to death, good dude. His foot got caught on the way down. He ends up hung up in the ropes by his foot,
Yeah.
and I basically just spike myself. And the ref, love him to death, D. Byers, comes over to me. Kid, office is saying get up. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing my best. Yeah, I'll get there in a minute. When I get feeling back in my feet, I'll let you know, and I'll get back up. That was probably the worst one so far for me.
Seen some nasty ones that make me rethink everything.
Yeah, we've seen a couple. Yeah.
Can you talk about them, or are you not allowed to talk about how they're
I mean,
so
we saw the result of hey kids, if you're at home and you're a wrestling fan, and opponent says to you, hey, I'm going to give you Styles Clash.
Don't tuck your head.
You don't
Look
tuck your
up.
chin. You don't tuck your chin.
You don't tuck your neck.
No.
Style Splash. No. Brother,
'Cause you're
last
landing
night.
on your stomach.
Last night we had a guy. He tucked his chin on a clash, spiked himself real bad. He's fine, knock wood, and ended up, he was able to walk it off. But it was a scary moment.
Yeah, there was audible gasp from crowd, the back, everything. It was scared me.
Oh jeez. I don't know if you're both familiar with Sammy Chaos.
No, I'm not.
She's a big girl. Like you and your like Arrow and her would be like a good match. Sammy Chaos is like, I'm 5'1". I turn around and I'm like this like that scene from White Girls. What happened? Did the sun go away? Careful there, white chocolate. I'm like,
Terry
did the
Crews.
sidewalk disappear? And I turn around and Sammy Chaos with the sparks around her eye, and I'm just like, careful there, little man. Careful there, little panther. Scream? Oh my god, I just tried to scream and are you peeing your pants? No, I'm sweating really, really hard. She
This drink is good.
Sorry. I just got nervous because I thought of like, I told what she did to poor Danny Moe. She speared her through a door. Like through a door. Like
Yeah.
I work in a senior home and they had the doors on the wall, and I came into the building and the other guy was coming to the door and I'm just sitting there like this. Like biting my knuckle like this. As I'm like about to walk through the door. I'm sitting in front of the door like this. Like staring at the doors. They haven't taken the wood off of it. And the manager comes through. He's like, "What are you doing? Why are you biting your knuckle?" I said, "If you guys are getting rid of those doors, I know so many promoters needing to buy those doors from you to use at an independent wrestling show." They're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They get them. They need them for. They don't like. Won't they use tables? And I'm like, "No, they don't use tables anymore. They use doors." And they're like,
I'm gonna probably end up and get a couple of doors for my promotions next show.
Where do they like? I hate to pull the curtain back, but do they go to like Home Depot and be like, we need 15 doors? Like, where do they get them from?
That depends show to show. I've seen a lot of doors on Marketplace recently, so I'm probably just gonna go on Facebook Marketplace and buy a few.
Imagine that Home Depot or that Lowe's. I'm name dropping.
Why do you need?
And the same guy shows up every few weeks. He's got a couple of shows. He's got to re-up, couple of tables, couple of doors, maybe some chairs.
And they're not that
Sledgehammer.
expensive. They're it could be pretty cheap if you know
Yeah,
the
if you're
right.
getting the right things, obviously.
If you know, as that phrase as the kids would say,
Yeah.
you know the right place to go to get a really nice
the stuff you
suitcase.
need.
Yeah. If you know that
I
guy
just thought
that
about another really stupid bump you took. You blew your PCL.
oh
But that wasn't even a stupid bump. It's just the landing was bad. It wasn't but it wasn't a bad bump.
It was clearly a bad bump.
No, more bad body. More my knee. So wrestling my entire life, my knees are shot. Go to throw clothesline from middle rope, and I put my knee down on the landing. And the second I land, I feel something go. And I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, I'm like standing in the crowd filming, and I never see him get to the back. So I wait for the match to end, and I'm like, okay. And I go to the back. I go to the bathroom, and one of our favorite guys, Dustin Palmer, goes, "Hey, he's really hurting." I'm like, "Fuck, I had to pee." But then he's in the back just dragging his leg, and I'm like, "Oh no, we've got a
dragging the
4.5
leg.
hour
You know
ride
that.
home."
Yeah.
So it was crazy, and then we got a MRI on it, and the PCL is just evaporated.
Just gone. Just gone.
Oh Jesus! You think
That
that
makes life easy. I got to worry about getting it repaired. It's just gone.
Yeah. The doctor was like, "You'll get used to it. It's not something you need."
You think that,
Like,
I interviewed Mickey Knuckles and she
Oh
did
yeah,
a
Mickey.
match. Did you ever watch my episode? I interviewed Mickey Knuckles. Ever watch
No,
that?
but I just know Mickey obviously from CZW and
I
her
love Mickey. She's so
various deathmatch exploits.
and Randy West both. But and actually, you're gonna laugh. They both came on the same episode, and
That's
it was
funny.
one was louder than the other. I thought Mickey was gonna be loud because she's already loud and she's a Southern woman, so it's like no need to control the volume of your voice because Mickey Knuckles will talk over you if she wants. If she wants, no, Randy West. More it's Randy West because she had more energy because she's crazy, and it's Randy West. I literally would like. I would if I was having a problem and someone was fucking with me, I'd just tell Randy West to stand there doing this in the window and just have her like type right backwards. I will fuck you up, like backwards, and have Mickey Knuckles stand and just stand behind her, just going like, have her going, or just have Mickey Knuckles just stand there. Don't mess with my boy. Don't mess with Joe. And then Mickey Knuckles just hand behind it. Yeah, Randy West going, yeah, this is not a good situation. Yeah, we want your axe. I have her just sharpening her axe on the rock outside the person's window.
Oh my God.
She has an axe, literally has an axe. Because I said, Mickey, if I had a problem with someone, she's like, you don't want to tell me. I'm a Southern woman. I won't end well. I'm like, police. The policia will be called. My mom said, don't tell her. Randy, she's a deathmatch wrestler. She may find them. I'm like, yeah, IPs are really good these days. I know you, Arrow, you said you don't have merch yet, and you're working on it. But do you think you're gonna eventually get some merch?
I'll definitely.
Yeah, and we'll probably end up putting it in the same place, prowrestlingtees.com. Look up De Silva, my name there, as on the title. You'll see the shirts. We have a few right now. It's I Sentence You to the Rack with the purple hammer logo we got, and then a couple of Rock'em Sock'em Rack'em shirts in a couple of different colorways.
Yeah. Before we go, guys, if my fans want to follow English Joe, jeez, hard. English is hard, fans. And Joe deals with a lot of shit. If my fans want to follow you two on social media, how can they find you?
I'll kind of rattle it all off. Athena Arrow on Instagram, or the final
Athena, the Final Titan.
Athena the Final Titan, but if you look that up on Instagram, you'll find her. If you look up the Spiral Lucas De Silva on Instagram, that'll be my Insta. Shameless plug here. If you want to look up my promotion, it's called Scrappy Championship Wrestling. You could look that up on Instagram, Facebook. You'll see all that coming up. We have our next show August 23rd. Revenge Comes Calling. It's a hell of a card. Me and Big Bad Brando in a Syndicate Rules match in the main event. Alexander Lev, former NWA superstar, he'll take on Teo for a World Middleweight Championship. Tower takes on Jacob Ashworth for the heavyweight title, and a few other really good matches on the card. And then TikTok, Spiral De Silva, Scrappy Championship Wrestling as well, and then she'll be on those pages too. Those are really the main places that we are.
Is there anywhere if my fans want to attend any of your shows? Do you have anything brewing? Anything
Yep.
coming?
Fat and Scrappy Brand on YouTube. That's where you'll find all of our event matches and whatnot. The next show is in Elberton, Georgia at Bobby Brown Park, August 23rd. When you go to our social,
like my prerogative, Bobby Brown has a park.
yeah. If you go on our social medias, you'll see an Eventbrite link where you could save tickets. Because it's a park, we have some limitations in terms of how many people we can have. Our 4th of July show, we had nearly 500 people there, which was really awesome. Yeah, we had a really, really good show. Our 4th of July one, and this one, and the ones to come. We have a lot of really cool things kind of coming down the pipeline.
I'm gonna try to find that park. Bobby
You
Brown.
should.
Bobby Brown is my favorite like R&B star, and I get side eyed by these kids, these girls and guys I work with when I say Bobby Brown is like my favorite person in the whole wide world. Like, and then I get laughed at and made fun of. Oh, you do drugs. So did your mom.
We're actually getting married there too. So.
Yeah, we're doing our wedding.
Can you take a picture of the sign for me, and I could put it in my Just like
For sure.
Yeah, we'll send one to you for sure.
Bobby Brown. If they have postcards, put that in
They
my
probably
room.
do know them. They probably do.
That would be hilarious because it's Bobby Brown. It's named after Bobby Brown.
It is
Literally,
fun.
you're gonna laugh. I used to wake up, and when I was at my parents' house, I had my eye home. I'd wake up to my prerogative every morning. That's dedication.
Oh
Here,
shit.
literally, that became like my undercover theme song when I came out to the ring at an indie promotion where I got unalived. Took the bump, my first pump. I say unalived. My mom's gonna be like, "Don't tell me unalived you." They took a life away because I'm a panther. I'm a cat. And got bing.
Jesus.
But guys, I want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Thank you for coming international with me. I want to wish you guys both all the best on your wrestling journey.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
man.
much.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on your engagement, and I want to wish you many years of lovely marriage. And I would love to have you guys back on the podcast next year or whenever you guys want to come back on and
Yeah,
chit chat.
absolutely.
Anytime, man. Hit us up
I had a
anytime.
great time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Before we go, thank you so much for saying. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody comes in the chat is subscribed. Follow these two on social media. Before we go, if you could write a letter to a younger version of either of you, what timeline would you send it to, and what would you say in that letter, and why?
I'll go first, and I'll actually kind of open this up a little bit. And I say this to any young person, not just young Lucas, even though I do direct this kind of at a young version myself. There are three things in life that I think we need to hold most important, and this is damn how I feel. First thing is, at the end of the day, what matters is being able to look in the mirror and respect yourself. At the end of the day, that's what matters most. If you can live with the version of yourself that you are, that is the key. Secondly, and I say this partially as a joke, partially on some real shit, chase the bag, but also chase the love. Well, whatever is going to make you the money where you could live for yourself, that's fine. But at the end of the day, chasing the thing that you love, that passion and what lights it, chasing that. Third thing, and this is the big one, don't be scared of the word no. And I say this as a kid that I started Fat and Scrappy brand when I was a senior in high school, just as to push a movement, and it's turned into so much more. I've gotten some really cool opportunities because I asked the question. Never be scared of no. Never be scared of what happens if this doesn't work. Because I firmly believe the biggest thing you can regret in your life is not what happened because you tried and it didn't work. Is the biggest regret's going to be is what is the what if you did try. And love the process, not the results. The results is that's the cherry on top. Love the process of going through it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess for me, this will just go to any previous timeline of myself, and that's just don't give up on any of your dreams. Things might fall through, but there's always going to be something else that you can put your mind to and try to be the best at.
Sure.
Awesome. Guys, again, I want to thank you so much. I am Joe Panther III. Your turn.
This is you. I did the intro. You're already out. Listen, kid, if you're gonna learn to cut a promo, you're gonna learn how to do it.
Shush. And I'm Athena Arrow, and this is Lucas Da Silva.
And thank you for coming out, and we will catch you in the next one. Good night, everybody, or have a nice day.
Bye.